Hello, everyone, and welcome to your daily coronavirus update for March 27th, 2020, as of 7:43 p.m. Central Daylight Time, or it would be on March 28th, around 1 o'clock at night UTC. Let's get started with this. Here's the virus itself. Talking about the virus, when it comes to countries with new infections, there are no countries with new infections today. So that's definitely good news. Here's the world map. The world map slowly looking more and more orange, a darker orange, as more and more countries have cases with time. Here are the global statistics. We're now at 594,344 cases. We're currently on track to be around 1 million cases by the end of the month. We have 159,000-ish closed cases. 17% of those have resulted in deaths. 83% of those have resulted in recoveries. New studies have come out over the past couple of days suggesting that the death rate will be significantly lower than original suggestions. So now we have claims that this could be around the 1% mark, or even below the 1% mark in some countries. Data has been really changing quite rapidly with this virus throughout the past few weeks, so it is certainly something to say that we really don't know. At this point, it looks like death rates will be below 1%, but if we want the truth, we really don't know at this point how far this is going to spread, nor how much the death rate's going to be. But we do have data that is suggesting it will be lower than we originally thought. Alright, we have 434,000 active cases. 410,000 of those have been mild, and that's about 95% of the population with coronavirus, and we have about 23,000 people, or 5% of the population, in serious or critical condition. 62,000 new cases today, over 3,000 new deaths today. We continue to see overall global cases continuing to rise, with the United States now breaking 100,000 cases in total. Far and away now, the country with the most infections, if all data here is accurate. We are now fairly certain that China is lying about their numbers. So at this point, starting tomorrow, you will see China highlighted in red, as their numbers cannot be trusted. We pretty much know that now. So China's numbers cannot be trusted at this point. It is rather clear that their cases are higher than what they're saying. Alright, so United States at 102,000, Italy at 86,000, China presumably at 81,000, but probably untrue at this point. Spain at 65,000, Germany at 50,000, France at 32,000, Iran at 32,000, the UK at 14,000, Switzerland at 12,000, and South Korea at 9,000. Alright, here are the countries with the most infections in the past day. United States at 16,000, Spain at about 8,000, Germany at about 7,000, Italy at about 6,000, France at about 4,000, Iran at about 3,000, the UK at around 3,000, Turkey at about 2,000, Netherlands at about 1,000, and Switzerland also at around 1,000. So here are the places with the most deaths. We have Italy at around 9,134, Spain at 5,138, China, again, you can't really trust their numbers, but if these numbers are true, it's 3,292. Iran at 2,378, France at 1,995, US at 1,607, UK at 759, Netherlands at 546, Germany at 351, and Belgium at 289. So, here are the countries with the most new deaths in the past day. Italy at 919, Spain at 773, the US at 312, France at 299, United Kingdom at 181, Iran at 144, Netherlands at 112, Germany at 84, Belgium at 69, and Switzerland at 39. Alright, let's talk more about the United States now. Here's what's going on in the United States when it comes to coronavirus cases. New York continues to spike now with 44,000 cases. New York is on track to be the first state in America to get over 100,000 cases, and the state of New York could even beat the top 10 countries for 100,000 cases. So that's what we're looking at right now. Missouri at 666 cases, for all of you that are wondering, in the state of Missouri, most of those being in the St. Louis and Kansas City areas. Alright, we have over 4,000 cases in California, over 3,000 in Washington, over 1,000 in Colorado, about 2,000 in Texas, about 3,000 in Louisiana. We've heard bad news out of New Orleans. New Orleans looks like it's getting quite bad when it comes to the coronavirus. Over 3,000 cases now in Illinois. It looks like Chicago is becoming a hot spot for this stuff. Florida is also looking like it's becoming a hot spot for this stuff, and New York City is the biggest hotspot for coronavirus in the entirety of the country. In California, primary city right now, Los Angeles is where a lot of these cases are coming from. Alright, so here are the United States statistics. If enough viewers locally in the St. Louis region want to see specific numbers at a county level for the St. Louis area, please let me know down in the comments below and we'll consider adding that. So, total cases in the United States, 85,268. We have over 4,000 closed cases. We have 1,607 deaths and 2,471 recoveries. We have about 98,000 active cases. 97% of those people are in mild condition, only 3% in serious or critical condition. We've had 17,000 new cases today and 312 new deaths. Alright, how's the economy doing? The stock market had a bad day today. Lost about 4% of its value. Still a net gain over the past 3 days of a significant margin, but the stock market going down like this is definitely not good news. Problem is, we're hoping that we hit the bottom, but at this rate, it looks like we have not. It looks like this could continue to go down. We really don't know what the bottom is for the stock market, just like we really don't know what the coronavirus timeline is looking like. Dr. Anthony Fauci from the coronavirus task force, he's been a part of the Obama administration during H1N1, Ebola. He was around for MERS. He was around for even the HIV and AIDS pandemics. So he knows what he's talking about. He said that we cannot write the timeline for this virus. The virus writes the timeline. And what that really means is that we just aren't going to know what's going on over the next few weeks as we continue to see the coronavirus spread. We will see if the economy can open back up. President Trump has been optimistic about that happening by Easter. Most epidemiologists are saying that is an unrealistic expectation, but we will have to see. Alright, here are commodities. We have $21.84 for oil, $1.67 for a gallon of gas, and $1,630 for gold. So what's driving the market negatively? We have coronavirus fears. Today, a stimulus package passed the House and was signed by the President of the United States to keep companies afloat and help unemployed workers. This is definitely a good package. Not perfect. Neither side seems to love this package, but they think that this is what needed to be done. We'll see how this does affect the economy, but this did have a positive effect on the stock market. This has been passed today. Alright, so what can you do? We're in this coronavirus crisis. We don't feel like we have much control right now, but there is something we can control. We can control whether we get the coronavirus, and if we have it, how we can slow the spread. Stay home if you're sick. Stay home if you're sick, and expect to get medical care. Learn what to do if you're sick, about symptoms, who to call, stuff like that. You should go to the Center of Disease Control for more information on that. Cover coughs and sneezes. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when you cough or sneeze, or use the inside of your elbow. Both of those work. Use tissues in the trash. Do not wait, do it immediately. Viruses can crawl off the tissue and last on surfaces for over 24 hours. Immediately wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds if you are coughing and sneezing. If soap and water are not readily available, clean your hands with hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. That is, if you can find it. If you're sick, you should also wear a face mask. There is a shortage of face masks right now, but if you can find one and you are sick, wear one. Before you enter a healthcare provider's office, or if you're sharing a room or a vehicle, you should have a face mask. If you're not able to wear a face mask, because maybe it causes trouble breathing, then you should do your best to cover your coughs and sneezes, and people who are caring for you should wear a face mask if they enter your room. So, again, you can learn more what to do if you're sick at the Center of Disease Control website. That's where we've gotten these tips today. And if you are not sick, you do not need to wear a face mask unless you are caring for someone who is sick. Do not wear a face mask if you are not ill and you are not taking care of someone. that is ill. The people that are ill should be the ones getting the face masks, and since there's a shortage right now, we need those to be distributed as well as possible to those that are sick, so we can slow the spread of this virus. Alright, well, you can follow us on Facebook at MicroCasting St. Louis or MicroCasting Tropics, on Twitter at MicroCasting STL or TRO, and on Instagram at MicroCasting St. Louis or MicroCasting Tropical. Alright, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope it informed you in some way. If you have any features that you would like to be on this coronavirus update that are not on it right now, please feel free to let me know. I'd be more than glad to add stuff that will give you the information that you want to hear. For example, I know someone was requesting maybe some more localized numbers. If that's what you all want, put that in the comments. I'll be sure to do that by tomorrow. Alright, so subscribe and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video, so you can stay up to date on the coronavirus and know what you can do to help stop the spread. We'll be back tomorrow at this time talking about the coronavirus again. Thank you so much for watching. This is MicroCasting signing out.